Good morning. Would I be speaking to a police officer or would I be speaking to an admin person?
You're speaking with admin.
Admin, may I speak to a proper police officer, please?
Bear with me.
Sorry?
Bear with me.
Thank you very much. Good morning. Who am I speaking to? This is Peter Horton.
Yeah, that's not necessary at the moment. Who am I speaking to?
Yeah, Peter Horton, that's what I just said. I need to know who you're speaking on the phone, because what I ring up to discuss is an exceptionally serious matter.
Okay, what is it, Peter, that you need to speak about?
The exceptional serious matter is that we just received a letter from the Department of Child Protection Agency saying, and we knew this in the beginning, because two of your police officers tried to kidnap one of our children, and we've got it all on video, and we have all the evidence, and there is no way out. Now, we're going to come up there with over 100 people today, and that's why I'm ringing you up, because
How many people?
over 100.
Okay.
Right? Now that's because you guys have refused to do anything in relation to Chief Justice Christopher Kourikis, in which I gave your station the documents about 3 weeks ago, and we came up there with about 30 of us. Because the Chief Justice has perverted the Constitution at Section 128. And now also on top of that, because our community is being targeted, two of your officers came to our premises, the wrong premises, mind you, and it's all on video. You can see the video on YouTube. It's called Before We Proceed. And about 10,000 people in South Australia have seen it, and it paints the police in an absolute disgusting manner, because the letter from the DCP says there's no reason for them to come around. Like, after 1 month of investigations, and I'm the only person that's been able to defend off a Child Protection Agency child abduction, because they're all run by the occult family here in Adelaide, and we know it, and your officers are absolutely, unequivocally working for it. Absolutely, there's no way out. This is a beyond reasonable doubt matter, not a balance of probability. And your two officers here came there, and we're going to charge them 100% today. And if you don't charge them, we've got their addresses, so we're going to go around their house as a mob, because we're not going to have our children stolen anymore by criminal police. Absolutely. All right, that's how it is. Now, I've already done all the math on all your...
I can stop you there, Peter.
Yep.
I think what you need to do is go and get some professional...
Oh, this is what you always say. Listen. No. It's psyche out. It's all 100 of us here, you fucking liar.
You have called the Christie Beach Police Station. If this is a life-threatening emergency, hang up and dial 000. If your inquiry is not urgent but you need patrol attendants, hang up and dial 131 441.
Hello, Chris Beach Police.
Yes, I just rang up a minute ago. You put me through to a police officer. I was actually reporting a child abduction case in relation to two of your officers, and a letter that was sent to us in relation to that child abduction.
Good morning, Christie Beach Police.
Yes, I've tried to report a child abduction case, and I've got all the evidence, and two officers have hung up the phone on me.
Okay.
Yes, I've got it recorded. I recorded what they said and everything. And you've got officers. Are you a police officer?
I am a police officer, yes.
Thank goodness, you sound honest. You've got two police officers there, and I'm going to play the recording to you when I come up there later, because what I'm ringing up to report is we just received a letter from the Department of Child Protection Agency saying that there was no reason for them to come around and attempt to abduct one of our children.
Okay.
So what that means is that the two officers, Detective Smithies and I can't remember the other one names, I've got it written down in my diary, are absolutely guilty of attempted child abduction. Now, we've got the whole video. You can watch it. It goes for an hour what they did, the police officers did. They came around to my place, 6 of them with guns, 6 of them with guns, threatening us all at the wrong property, trying to steal a child without any evidence. Now, these officers, like, I've got over 100 to 200 people coming up here today to discuss this matter at my premises, because the problem is that the police at the moment are following the orders of the Child Protection Agency, who are currently the originating family of Adelaide. You know, Von Einem and all that? Yeah, well, I'm telling you, you can only have to look at the names of the people who are running it in the southern area and the northern area, and they've all got the same last name. Well, how is that possible? We can have a Department of Child Protection Agency, but not only that, we have now got a letter from them saying that there was no reason for them to come. There was no probable cause, there was no meaning. So how come we got stuck up with guns? And how come you're stuck up those people, not you? Because those Smithy and that, they're absolute criminals. Why would they come around and tag team a 14-year-old, question her, go to the wrong place, point guns at all of us, then go to another place and threaten us with guns over there at my landfill property? So they come to a landfill property business, stop the business with guns to come and get a child they got no reason to be here for. So at the end of the investigation on the particular day, they took the child into custody but left her in our care, because I think those police officers knew there was enough of us there, they were going to get jumped. And we don't care that the police officers have got guns, you're stealing our children. Right, we don't care. We don't care now. So when I'm ringing you up, because I've been in there a couple of times before, I don't know if you know me or not, but I came...
Yeah, I do. I've dealt with you before.
Yeah, thank you. Right, so what's happening with Christopher Kourikos? Christopher Kourikos, the Chief Justice, is perverting the Constitution every day, and so are all those other judges against every one of the people of South Australia. I want to know what's happening about that. I mean, it's so blatantly obvious. He's running over the Constitution, which is the fundamental law of this country, which means that everything you officers do at the moment is not valid. And I'm trying to help you all, and you're not doing anything. So if you're not going to do anything, then I have to come up there and dismiss you all, and I'm going to dismiss the Commissioner when we dismiss the Governor on the 2nd of October, because the Governor, at the moment, at Section 7 of the Consolidated Criminal Law Act, treason, and Section 8, time of prosecutions and time of criminal charges, and Section 3W, which means power of arrest by constables without a warrant, and 3Z, power of arrest by citizens. We're going to go down there with 10,000 people and arrest that Governor when she swears her oath, because she's going to swear a crooked oath on the 2nd of October. So we're drafting up letters now that if she takes the oath, because in honour, I have to send her letters to tell her what she's going to do wrong. I won't entrap her. But the thing is, once she's gone, who's going to fulfil the Governor's office once she knows that she's committed treason, and there's going to be 5,000 of us down there ready to arrest her? What is she going to do? The Governor's office is going to be left open. Now, what I've been trying to do for the last few years is make at least one police station in this country or state valid by having them stick up for the people, and it will only be the police station that sticks up for the people, because every other station, every other staff sergeant, they're gone. Why? 6,000 police officers in South Australia, 2,000 on at any time, and approximately only about 900 in Adelaide at any one time, at any one moment, not considering night shift, day shift, and all those other things. So if I've got 5,000 people, you got no chance with all your guns and everything. We got no guns, but you got the guns. But what we're going to do is us 5,000 people are going to take the guns from you if you don't start acting for the people and sticking up for our babies. Right now they're stealing our babies. I mean, you're a woman, a mother, a friend of other mothers. It's the evidence is overwhelming. Overwhelming. Now, I've got another thing that's happening at the moment and I can tell you how it's happening. The government have employed overseas people, like people from communistic regimes, and if you look at one of the prosecutors from ASIC, I'm not prejudiced at all, but they're bringing people from other countries to run constitutional arguments that have got no idea. Now that Brian Ngugi, the ASIC prosecutor, he's going to go to jail, and he doesn't even know it. And I explained it to him yesterday, because he's a nice gentleman, and he's just looking at it going, oh my God, there's no Queen of Australia, and the Commissioner of Police has got no commission. How can he? If the Governor's appointed by the private Australian government and not appointed by the Crown, how's he giving royal commissions? How's he giving a commission to the Commissioner of Police, Grant Stevens? He's a total fraudster, and he's going to go to jail, and there's no way out. How is there a way out when the Chief Justice is a full-blown criminal, perverting the Constitution, and the Commissioner of Police is not stepping forward and telling his subordinate officers, I don't have a royal commission, because I got my royal commission from the Governor, who was selected by the private political party's corporation. I'm sure that makes sense to you. We got no governor. So if we got no governor, we got no commissioner of police, which means all you guys are knocked out. So this is only going to require one criminal charge, which I've managed to do the other day with ASEC, and that Brian Ngugi is going to wear the whole brunt of the whole nation. But when it goes, you police, whichever police officers of yous up there don't follow the proper program, as in work for the people, we're going to put yous all in jail. We have to as people. All right, now we're going to come up there today and ask for the arrest of Detective Smithies for a fake child abduction, for pointing guns at us all, running around bragging on things. We also know...
Peter, can I just interrupt for just 1 minute?
Yes?
Okay, look, what you called up about today, I'll put a report on the system, okay,
Yes.
to say that you've told me.
Yes? We're coming up there. I'm telling you, we're coming up there in peace, and there's about 100 of us. And we all know
and
that
if
you're standing back...
You know that you can't have 100 people in the front police station.
No,
anyway.
they're all happy to stand out the front and hold signs, because we've had enough. We want you to work for us.
Peter?
Yeah?
Can you've spoken for like 15 minutes,
Yep.
so can you let me say something?
Yep, sure, yep.
Okay, so if you come up here and you want to put a report in against Detective Smithies, anyways, you know that we can't do that, and if you want to, you can take a police complaint form.
No, they're no good.
Put a complaint form in to have it investigated,
But please, it's all corrupt. You're not going to get any complaint in. You try and make a complaint against a judicial officer, one of which we particularly know that's been tampering with children, and the police refuse to take the evidence.
Okay. Well, look, I can only tell you what I'm telling you now.
Yeah, I know, but get ready, because there's going to be civil war here. And if you read the book, it's called The Concealed Colony. Now that was written by a Christie's Beach police officer. And he's saying that there's going to be civil war here, because there's no law here. There's only your gun. That's it.
All right.
Nothing else.
Look, Peter.
Yep.
I'm super busy, so
Okay, no worries.
I've got lots of phone calls coming through. You can imagine it's very busy this morning. So
Sunday morning, yeah. Okay, I just had an officer tell me I had a mental problem.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? When I've got PhD professors telling me I'm quite very smart. But I've got officers telling me I've got a mental health problem, and I've got it recorded.
Maybe that officer hasn't dealt with you before, and he might think that you have some mental health issues.
Yeah, but how does he insult the public by saying that without any evidence?
Well, maybe he was just suggesting.
Well, how about we suggest he's a pedophile and come down there and yell at him? I wouldn't do that, because that's not decent. But that's the problem. You've got not decent police officers in the police force, and they're going. And they're all going to jail. I might keep you, because I'm going to get voted in as the Chief Justice shortly. I've got 25,000 votes. Now, the current Chief Justice is selected, not elected. And the reason he's selected is for his corruption. Okay, so that's who you work for.
Peter, unfortunately I'm going to have to go, okay? But everything that you've said today on the phone, I'll make sure that we document it and we put it in the report, okay?
Thank you very much. You have a lovely day. But we're coming up there today, okay? Thank you very much.
What time are you supposed to be coming up, Peter?
Well, look, I'm waiting for how many... There might be 500 here today, I don't know. But there's a lot of people angry. And I'm trying to keep them all calm. But if you don't do the right thing, there's about 50 or 80 of them that are ready to grab your guns and run in there, and I'm trying to keep...
If they're ready to grab their...
Hey, you don't...
suggest they don't come in, Peter.
Why? You're holding one without a licence.
Okay.
You don't have a licence, and we all know it. Now, what you police officers need to do... we are, because you're not following proper law. Now, I'm ringing you up to come up there in peace. Yes, okay.
We'll see you later on.
Okay, thank you, bye.
Christie's Beach Police Station.
Yeah, good morning. I was talking to a police lady before. I was probably actually talking to you, but you were very rude. But what I was actually going to say to you is that we're coming down to the police station with 100 of us today. And the guy who, I don't know if it's you or not, but the guy that I rang before said to me I had mental problems. But the problem is, for that gentleman, is that I've represented in the Supreme Court on over 100 occasions, and I know the law and the Constitution inside out, back to front. Now, get straight to the point. Now, your Detective Smithies in there is involved in child abduction. Now, yes, absolutely. No, I'm only going to say this one. I'm going to say this once. Fucking dogs.
Hello, Christie's Beach Police.
Hello. Again, we get people who are hanging up on us earlier again today, and we're all taping on these calls because we're ringing up to report child abduction.
Yes, we've heard this.
Yes, okay, so we're going to go around to Sergeant Smithy's home because we know where it lives, and we're going to do a citizen's arrest on him, and there's 100 of us that have nearly turned up here this morning. There may be 500 before the end of the day. If you don't think...
Where are you going?
If you don't think this is serious, you better think again, because we've got no guns. You've got all the guns illegally without licenses, and we're going to... yeah, this is what you do. Keep going, because we're... yep.
How can I help?
You actually need to help yourself with the amount of rude police officers.
Stop calling.
No, you're fucking pedophiles.
Hello, Chris Beach Police.
You're protecting pedophiles, and it's the end of you.
The child's 14. Now the police got a lot to answer for here. They went from here over there. We've got the video. Got lost. See, there's the car. There's the car that you tried to come. Police phone comes on. She's a lovely lady. Well, how can the police actually come around and try and steal a child like that and actually come to the assumption that you've got a duty of care and an oath? That all you broke the road that day because you didn't follow the process and say to yourself, there's something wrong here. Hang on, the police round her and with guns. With guns on a 14-year-old child. Yeah, it turned out that the 14-year-old child was smarter than everybody there.
This is the letter that we're trying to show you. Because what Peter's pointing...
We want, and then the DCP sent us a letter saying there's no training certified cause of action to come here. So they took custody of Takara, but left her in our custody, like took guardianship over her.
Yeah, print the second one.
But then had no reason. So would that be, that is 100, well, I could pull 100, I could bring up another 500 people, they'll all say that's child kidnapping, but the police say it's not, and the judges say it's not.
So
what is going on here?
It's not just you who thinks this is a problem.
Yeah, we all do.
We all do.
You
guys are the problem.
We love you, but usually getting manipulated.
All right, okay. Fair enough. So what you're wanting to, and your friends are wanting to emphasise is the fact
Justice.
that you're concerned and everybody else is
of the year.
Justice. Please help us.
Okay.
Please.
So we're just trying to get...
Take your community, your family,
I still need to go back to the whole thing about police stations and people storming police stations.
You've already been told he didn't say
that. Can I run the law with you? No, I did say that under Section 3W, which is power of arrest by constable, is good constable, without a warrant, which is absolutely you can do. Now, also ran under 3Z, which is power of arrest by citizens. That's a citizen's arrest, which is under the Crimes Act 1914, those sections. Now, what we've got an interesting situation happening actually in the Consolidated Criminal Law Act 1935. There's 2 years ago when I found these two sections of that, which I've been studying constitutional law for 5 years, by the people that know that there's all ex-retired police constables, all ex-retired judges.
They're our friends.
They're all saying that, but the current system at the moment has made these people enemies of the state, and they don't know it. That's why I'm trying to say to them, please don't point them guns at me. Because what's going to happen is if you do, and we get into a punch-up over it, and I've got considerable experience, and I get it off you, and say something happened, it's going to go to a trial, then the jury's going to say, I've got 20,000 powers of attorney. So have you got one power of attorney to do what you're doing today? Because you don't under trust law. You're actually perverting law, and you don't know it. So you don't have what's called mens rea. Mens rea and actus reus are the two major principles that convict people for a criminal conviction, right? Which is the thought of doing it, and then the act of carrying it out. But these people don't have mens rea. They have actus reus, but without the mens rea, so they're not guilty. What's happened is once we deliver the information and say, here's the facts, the matters, the law, the whole lot, all the sections and everything, I'm confident. The mental health kid coming around and saying I'm confident. saying I'm growing and saying I'm manufacturing amphetamine so that when the other police officers, I went into the police station in town and they said they couldn't take a fraud offence based on the fact that the fraudulent statement that the mental health wrote on there. That's fraud.
Look, this sounds much
Total
more
fraud.
complicated and complex than I have got a capacity to understand.
There's a letter saying that it was all
So that's all right, and I suppose I just have to.
They come to, so we got all guns pointed at us. Imagine someone coming around your place with guns on you like that and saying, we're going to take your children. You're going,
We want to help.
what's going on?
Yeah. So
Have a look at this
Hold
one.
on.
So I just need to talk to you, Peter. Yeah.
Okay,
Can I just stick with you for a minute,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
we'll go and I'll just get some advice because
Yeah.
this is big and complex.
Yes.
What I want to
you're all
know
involved.
is,
Absolutely.
is
Especially
anybody
the
got? Because there was. Has anybody got any plans to go to police stations and take guns off police officers?
We're going to go and educate them about the truth, and if we take this,
We're going to go in science.
Can we be quiet, please? Can we be quiet? This is one person talking at a time. Now, what the point is right now, you need a licence to drive a car on the road, and you need a licence to drive that police force. You must have a licence to join the police force, right? So why haven't you got a gun licence? Because when you join that force, you become an automatic on Freemasonry. And I can show you the document which allows every Freemason and cult agent in this country to bear arms without a licence. So if you need a licence to drive a car, but you don't need a licence to pull a gun, they wouldn't say it's upside down. And I'm sure you would even agree with me that you should potentially have a licence for a gun.
Thinking about that, can I just ask, what's the answer to this morning? What's the solution to the problem that's
The
happening?
problem is this morning is that these loyal police officers, the ones that want to join the police force, need to go around and arrest the occult one, the Child Protection Agency, which is absolute obvious to everyone but not the number.
So the first part of the solution is the police need to arrest some people.
Sergeant Smith,
Okay.
who came around and told him not to point guns at us, and he did.
So that's the first part of it. That's the first part of the solution. What's the next part of it? Is that it?
No. This family sits up in Adelaide, that's running Adelaide because how does 500 of us know? And when I produce a document to the police and say, any police officer, I've got it on video. Look, here's your corporation number. Here's where we are signing election writs to the Queen of Australia, signed by the Governor, who has been chosen by Scott Morrison. So if the Governor has no royal or prerogative to operate the letters patent, the Commissioners have done. And he's considering
And thousands of us know it.
gun.
Thousands of us know this.
So Peter, what we need to do now is, Peter, just look, you need to talk to me. We're just going to go and get some advice because this is very unusual. So we're just going to go and then we'll come back. All right?
One more thing, what happened is the last thing, last time you took me away. Now what happened is I was on specialised organic insulin trying to take 4 to 5 injections a day to stay alive since I was 11 years old. So I have to manage that before my life. Now the last time the mental health came here, they removed my insulin from me. I didn't get insulin for, I nearly died in the hospital. So if I didn't get insulin for 18 hours, and then when I go there in good condition like this, but I come out there beating the big crikey's out of them. They beat me up in there. I'm not going. I'm telling you, no matter what you do, I'm not going to go to get beaten up in. I have my medicine taken. Please, no, thank you.